So, that time is upon us. I have never seen a John Carpenter film on its initial release in the cinema. In fact, yeah, I've never seen one, and I'm really stoked because after 10 years away from directing film for cinema, John Carpenter is about to release a new film, and it's called The Ward, and it's going to be released in, as far as I'm aware, it's going to be released in the UK on the 21st of January, and they're going to see how it goes. So it's like a limited release, it's not a worldwide release. And then if it's successful, they'll maybe release it in America. But don't worry, I think if it's not released in America to the cinemas, I think it will be released to DVD very shortly. Which video is where Carpenter's films have always found an audience in any case. Most of his films have flopped, unfortunately, at the box office, and then people have realised how good they were afterwards. So it's going to be really interesting. This film, all I know about it is it stars Amber Heard, and it's written by a guy called Michael Rasmussen with a couple other writers as well. I think, can't remember their name, I do apologise. And the film is set in the 1960s in a mental institution where the main character is being held, and she starts being terrorised by a ghost at night while she's there. That's all I know about it. So, really looking forward to it. It sounds great. It sounds like Carpenter's trying to do and looking at the cast, as if Carpenter's trying to do the opposite of The Thing, where it was a purely male cast. It seems like he's going for primarily female in this one. Again, we're going to have classic Carpenter. You've got someone in an institute, so there's that whole sort of area opened up for the idea of this character being under siege, which is always sort of explored in Carpenter's films. And yeah, really excited to see it. As far as I'm aware, I don't think John Carpenter's done the score, which is a little bit disappointing, I don't think. But so that's the only thing. This film has been on the go for quite a while now. I mean, I saw some behind the scenes footage for it, it seems like ages ago. I don't want to give a date in case I get it totally wrong. People go, hey, I hadn't started filming by then, but it seems like a long time. And it seems like it's kind of struggling to get out there. But the advance reviews have been very mixed. There have been people saying, no one's saying it's classic Carpenter, but there's people saying either it's good Carpenter, or it's, he shouldn't have come back to direct another film basically after Ghosts of Mars, because you see, he directed Ghosts of Mars, I think that was in about 2001, around about then, and he basically removed himself from Hollywood after that. Had such a bad experience in that film, he was done, and it was as if he'd retired. And apart from doing two episodes for the Masters of Horror TV series, he hadn't really done anything else. So, but this seems to have sparked his interest in filmmaking again, and he's signed up to do a few other films. So, fingers crossed, we could be getting a series of Carpenter films again. Now, I'm hoping the fact that he's taken time out will mean that he'll be back to his best, because it is true that his 1990s, that decade, the films that he produced in that decade aren't up to the standard of his previous output, but I still love a lot of them. I mean, I love Body Bags, which was a made-for-TV film that a lot of people haven't seen. It's an anthology horror film, one of my favourite genres, and Ghosts of Mars is a guilty pleasure of mine. I think there's a lot wrong with the film, but I think it feels like a John Carpenter film, and I think there's a lot going for it as well. So, In the Mouth of Madness he made, which I'm a fan of as well, during the 1990s. So, what I would say is this: even if this film is just average John Carpenter, it'll be better than most of the stuff that you see in Hollywood. But I'm going to try and go in with low expectations and just assume that he's just picking up a paycheck and the film's not really going to have much to it. But I've seen some shots from it, and I'm like getting really excited about it, because I'm like, yeah, this looks like it could be awesome. But I don't really go for the advanced reviews, simply because John Carpenter films are notoriously reviewed badly. For being reviewed badly when the film first comes out. So I just take that as a given for most Carpenter films. So anyway, 21st of January, I'm going to go and see it. I don't know if we'll get to see it on the 21st, but I will get to see it in just over a week's time. And really looking forward to it, and I'll report straight back to you guys and let you know what I thought of it. And it'll be an unbiased review. If I think it's terrible, I'll say, but fingers crossed it'll be good. And check it out, go and check it out on IMDb. And we really want to try and encourage John Carpenter to make more films, because he's one of the greats, especially within the horror genre. And so part with your hard-earned cash if you can, and go and see it, see what you make of it. And that's all. Bye for now.